Hi there, everybody. Just want to make sure I'm not duplicating. There we go. Hi there, everybody. How's everyone doing? It's a Friday night here in the UK, and I thought I haven't had a chance to do a live YouTube this week at all. It's been really, really busy. So I decided that this evening, after I saw one of my very, very favourite members, Roshni, we just did a session together. I just said, I'm going to go live on my YouTube because I'm going to see what the guides have in store for people. So what I decided was to do some cards, do some oracle cards. These are my favourite ones. I'll tell you what they are in a moment. And to bring the guides in. And let's just get some insights and some readings this evening and just see where we go with that and just have some fun. So if you haven't watched me before, thank you so much for joining. And it'd be great if you could like and subscribe to the channel, just so that we can grow the channel and I can reach more people that need support at this time. Not everyone can afford to have private sessions or join groups or do things. So what I really wanted to do was to help people on my YouTube channel to be able to support you no matter where you are in your life and no matter what situation you might be in. Uh, so after 25, nearly 30 years of being a medium and 25 years of working as a neuropsychologist and a psychologist and a psychotherapist and you name it, ologist, I kind of get known as a spiritual scientist. So I like to blend the two worlds together, the spiritual and the science. And I think it's really important because, we're in this 3D experience, but we're also multidimensional beings. And that multidimensional self that we are has all of the incredible magic within it. And so we just have to tap into that magic and tap into that incredible power that we have to remember who we are is a key thing. To remember that, we're a beautiful being of light having a human experience. That's a key thing. To remember that our body is a barometer for our soul. That's really key as well. To know that whatever's going on in your body, your soul is trying to talk to you via your vehicle, which is your body. So no matter what's going on, that is true. And also to know that you do not do it on your own. So we have our incredible beings of light and guides and loved ones and our incredible higher self that is guiding us every step of the way. And so these are really key things to remember. And, yes, we live in this 3D world, which is where we have to perhaps drive a car, we have to get our children to school if we choose to do that, we have to pay a mortgage, bills, electricity, gas, whatever it might be. And that is our human experience. But also, what goes with our human experience is the emotion. So if we took our jacket off, our physical body, our jacket, if we took it off, then what we would have underneath is an all-knowing, incredible light that has no bounds and infinite possibilities and knowing exactly why we're here. And then we put our jacket back on and we forget and we're like, oh, all these emotions, the fear, the guilt, the shame, the unworthiness, whatever comes up. And these are aspects of being human, but they're not aspects of being soul. But we chose to come to experience the emotion. And boy, haven't we experienced the emotion in 2020 and 2021. But here we are, stepped into 2022. And I don't know how it's going to be. I talk to my groups about this. I have a feeling that it's really important to do the work, to do your inner work, because your inner is your outer. Yeah. So how you perceive the outer is a reflection of the inner. So if you do your inner work, I think that it's going to be a ride, but I don't think it's going to be as challenging as for those people that haven't done the inner work. I think that if you're listening to this video, this channel, then you are someone that either is ready to do their inner work or has done a lot of their inner work, because or else you wouldn't be a vibrational frequency match to listen to this information. So with all of that, what I'm going to do is, I really like to be able to see comments if any come in, and sometimes I just don't get to see them. See already. So what I've got is my screen in front of me, and I'm not very technical, so I've got my phone here as well. So yeah, so I'm looking down now and I can see who's on. So thank you for joining me. So Caroline Sindel, thank you. Hi, lovely to see you. Lancing, lovely to see you. Yay, Lancing, your body is a barometer, definitely. So February 2020 was a wake-up time. It definitely was, Lancing. It definitely was. I think I might have been in San Diego then, speaking to you, which is really lovely. Yeah, it's just incredible when we go on those journeys of self-discovery. But it's ongoing, it's like I was on a show, I was interviewed on a show last night, Adrienne Blackwell, I love her. It's pre-recorded, it's going out in February, and it'll be on my newsletter, so I'll let you guys know when it goes live. And she was saying that, we never stop doing this work, even though we've done it for so many years, we never stop tweaking our vibration, we never stop fine-tuning, we never stop doing what we need to do. And so don't think that it stops, because it doesn't stop. Because if it stopped, what would be the point of being here in this experience? So I'm going to take you through meditation. Feel free to chat to me on the chat, and I'll try and acknowledge everybody that does. Okay, so let's come into our heart space and just let go of the day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Just let go of the day. I'm just creating a beautiful sacred space where only beings of light, angelic frequency, those that are for our highest and best good, across all timelines, are joining us now. And anything that is not for our highest and best good, that is not a frequency of unconditional love, will leave and return to source. Okay, good. So just breathe in through your lungs and just hold for a moment, 2 seconds, and then let go and breathe out. Breathe in, hold for a couple of seconds, and then breathe out. Then breathe in again and hold, this time for 3 or 4 seconds. And breathe out. And just imagine a beautiful star underneath your feet. And this is your Earth star. And imagine a beautiful star above your head. This is your soul star. And just imagine a beam of light coming down. Imagine that you could kind of be in this bubble of light, beam of light, where you know that you're completely protected, completely safe. And I want you to just do a little scan of your body. So even if you don't feel that you can see normally, or you haven't worked with your guides before, it doesn't matter. Just imagine that you could just do a little scan of your body. Because as you're doing that, you're connecting more deeply with your inner vision and your inner knowing. Okay, so imagine you might have a laser beam, and that laser beam was scanning, a bit like the old-fashioned photocopiers. And as you do that, you start to scan, you start to notice maybe if you feel any aches or pains or resistance or any energy blocks at all. Just feel it. And if you do feel an ache or a pain or an energy block, just give it a colour. in your mind, or choose a colour that's on my back of my screen. And then just imagine a beautiful beam of light coming down from the universe all the way through your crown and right the way through your body, just releasing that colour, releasing it out and up to the universe, releasing that energy that no longer serves you. And as you do that, you're thanking your clever body, you're thanking your incredible vehicle. Just allow that to release and feel the sense of peace and calm. Yeah. And just imagine that each one of those parts, wherever it is, if it's in your back, your arms, your legs, your stomach, your chest, your head, wherever it is, your feet, just imagine it's filling up with golden sparkling light. And so connect with that golden sparkling light and just feel that sense of unconditional love within you. And so we're just going to invite all our guides and helpers and angels to come and surround us. And what I'm getting a sense of with my guides is for us all to imagine that there is a beautiful angel behind us, wrapping their wings around you and feeling that sense of knowing that you're not on your own. Fantastic. And when you feel ready, with no rush at all, you can come back. So I just check the messages. Thank you, Janie. Thank you. Janie says that the session we had really helped her. Oh, beautiful. That's really lovely. Kim, hi. We're about to have our session tomorrow, which is great. Fantastic. Okay, so let's do some cards. All right. So I'm just going to, I have a new guide. I mentioned it on my last video that stepped in recently from the Council of Light. So I see him, he's coming in a male energy, coming in to stand here and guide this session, as are all the other beautiful beings that are with us. So I'm just going to give a card. So I'm first of all going to ask them to give me a card for a general theme of what they want to talk about. Oh, amazing. This is great. I will show it in a second. It's a card that says, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Well, I'll show you the picture. There we go. Stand there, look. And it says, trust the niggle. These cards are from, they're called Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. I absolutely love them. They're my favourite at the moment. So trust your niggle. Well, what we've just been doing is listening to our body, haven't we? We've been listening to our body. We've been listening to what our body was trying to tell us, and we were releasing that resistance. So trust the niggle is a really good card to have, because whatever, and I feel guided to say this, whatever is showing up in your life, not just in your physical body, but in your experience, know that it's there for a reason, so that you can come home to yourself just a bit more, remember who you are, and know that you can actually heal anything. Okay, so if it's a relationship issue, then you know that there is something there for you on a soul level and on a human level to understand and to heal in this lifetime, in this experience. And it could have come from many, many, many lifetimes before. And we don't really need to go into stories. Sometimes it's helpful to experience a past life, but it's not really essential these days. You know, a lot of our karma is actually cleared. And children definitely don't have any karma. They only have their parents' karma that they've come in with. They're not coming in with karma now. They're a much higher frequency than we ever were. But, you know, we definitely did have some karma to clear. So I'm just going to give who would like. I'm going to give Janie a card first, then Lancing. So I'm going to do it in order. So Janie, hopefully you'd like one. Most people do. This is a card for Janie. Okay, Janie, this is for you. So inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I love this card as well. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to actually tune into it directly for you, give you a little reading. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so what my guide is saying to me, and I feel like this is actually Ashtar. So Ashtar works with me as well. And I feel what he's saying is bring the innocence to your heart again. So I feel like, well, we've all had pain and stuff happening, but I feel it's time to bring more innocence into your heart, more childlike innocence and more play, more fun. So I feel like that's what the message is for you, is to tune into that heart. And yes, it's a portal, but I do feel it's more about having more fun, but in a childlike way. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so Lancing. Lancing, this is for you. I'm not sure Lancing needs a card, but I'm going to give them one. So this is for Lancing. Council of Light, Lancing, perfect. Divine helpers in the subtle realms, exactly. And Lancing, we work with these beautiful beings, don't we? The Council of Light, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and this is very much, I feel, Lancing, about, you know this, but it's really about not stepping out of the closet, but stepping forward. So really stepping forward, because there are many that you need to help, and stepping forward in a much bigger way than perhaps you have done before. So that's for you, Lancing. So Kim, I'm going to give you a card because you're there, right next to Lancing. Okay, Kim, this is for you. Oh, Kim, get grounded. So it's an empath card. It's highly sensitive. It's what I'm really feeling about this is coming into the knowing and the support of Gaia, of Mother Earth. So it's a beautiful card. Look at this card. Absolutely beautiful. So it's very much, and I know you're in Sedona, doing spiritual work, but I really feel this is about connecting with nature, which is what you're probably doing, and also recognizing that you are an empath, really, really a very sensitive soul. Okay, so who's next? Let me see. Sitara, I can't really read it on here. I think Sitara 333. What a beautiful name. Yeah, okay, Sitara, this is for you. Okay. Wow, I got this one earlier actually for myself. So this is the Ace of Light. Look at this. Look at this, Sitara. It's the Ace of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So whatever you're thinking about, thank you. The guides are saying, this is actually the being from the Council of Light saying, what you've been thinking about, and I feel like bringing something forward, then this is exactly the time for you to do it. So if you've been thinking about it, then go for it. And I feel you are a teacher. I know that makes sense to you. Oh, that's amazing, Kim. Kim said, I just took off my shoes and was grounded sitting in the grass. Oh, wow. Oh, you're welcome, Lancing. Oh, Sitara, did that make sense to you, that reading? Okay, anyone else? Let me just see if there's anyone else on here to give them a reading. If not, I'm going to actually ask the guys to channel something. Okay. Yeah, grounding's really, really, really important. So I just share with you today, I've not New Year's resolutions because I don't do those, but I decided to do two things. One thing is when I wake up in the morning, instead of looking straight at my emails, so it might be a tip for you, I might be telling you this for a reason. Instead of looking at my emails on my phone as soon as I wake up, I've actually decided not to do that. So I've decided to not look at my phone, actually go downstairs, be with the puppy, do a few things that I need to do, and then come upstairs and look at my emails properly, with a ginger shot in my hand or whatever I choose to have, and do it from there. And the other thing that I've chosen to do is to spend at least half an hour, in fact, it was an hour today, half an hour working on editing my book and sending it off to the publishers by the end of March. So that was another thing that I decided to do. Tell me what you've decided to put in place as a new way of being. I'd love to hear it. So let me see. Sitara, infinite love frequency. Wow, yes. Wonderful blessings. Thank you. My body is tingling. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being on my channel. Okay, so let me have a listen to what the guides want to say. Let me just have a listen. Yep, we do. So Joshua steps in and he always talks about trust and surrender, and my galactic crystal healing chambers. That's where they were kind of formed from the trust and surrender perspective. But what he's saying is that as we walk forward, yeah, okay, thanks. As we walk forward in our trust and our surrender, then we are able to navigate these times in this dense energy, thank you, much more easily. And to imagine that every step that we take, that's nice, that he is standing by our side, and that, of course, we're never on our own, but that he is actually guiding us and standing by our side as we walk. And he's saying that when he walked, when he took his feet, took his he's it's hard to hear it. He's speaking about having his bare feet on the ground, and he's saying it was really important for him to have his bare feet on the ground, as it is for us to know that we are grounded with Mother Earth and that we are supported by Mother Earth. And this is something that he had to do as well. It was really important for him to feel very grounded in the earth. And he said that he's saying to remind us that the human part of us has to remember the human part of us, which is the physicality, because our soul carries the journey, but through the physical being. Thank you. Ashtar steps in here. Ashtar is saying that that our frequency is so important for our frequency to be held at the highest frequency that we can actually keep it at. So he's saying, talking once again about navigating these times. And so to keep our frequency really high, what I'm being shown here clairvoyantly is that, can I say this? Yeah. So the galactic ships, the beings of light that are coming in to help us and work with us, and many are being sighted now. More and more of them are coming in to support us at this time. It was all planned that way. And so it is for us to raise our frequency to the highest so that we can be really resonant with them and we can work with them, in union, as a unified field of consciousness, so that we can actually recognize them. And they're saying not necessarily recognize them in a visual way, but recognize the energy and the vibration. Thank you. They're saying as well, that it's really important to align to mission. And I know you know that. I know it's really important to remind you that this is not a time to sit on your laurels, kind of an English thing to say. It's a time to really align to what you love. Okay. Well, also, um, I'm an astrologer as well. So we're in Venus retrograde, which is the time where we're looking and we're re-looking at what we love. And we're just about to go into Mercury retrograde, which is where, we're really kind of like standing still a little bit in communication or something we need to publish in my case, re-looking at it. We won't want to start anything new, but we would like to re-look at something and maybe rejig something that we need to bring out. It might be a project, it could be the way you communicate, depending on where it is in your chart. If you're interested in astrology and healing, obviously, then next Friday, I think it's next Friday, I hold my full moon event, which is meditation, healing, activation, and astrology. You can find it on my website at susankennard.co.uk. You just go down, it says book a session with Susan, and you can scroll down and you can find the moon events, and they're £22. And we're on for about 2 hours, so you get a lot of healing. And I also do a card as well for each house in astrology. And it's recorded, so don't worry if you can't make it live. But yeah, so the astrology side of it, it's a really, really important time for us to really look at what do we love, what do we really love, and of course our mission. What I do, I feel I love everything that I do with my mission. I love my podcast, I love doing these lives, I love teaching, I love my soul family, my members, I love doing the astrology, I love doing the intuitive healing retreats, I love doing the galactic healing chambers, anything. I absolutely love it. I love going on the shows. So there's nothing in my mission that I don't absolutely love. And if there was something that didn't light me up anymore, then I wouldn't be doing it, because I think it's really important to listen to that part of you, that heart part of you. So let me just read some. Okay, Lancing. Goals not only for myself, but also for the collective. Yeah, absolutely, Lancing. Beautiful. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad the message resonated. Yes, I need the greatness of receiving my love and light. Yeah, carrying from your heart. Absolutely. As soon as I open my eyes. Yeah. No, I think it's really, really important. It's just a tip, like I kind of felt it intuitively. In fact, my business consciousness coach, Rita Pereira, who's amazing, she was the one who said to me, just don't look at your emails in the morning. She's like, if you want to be productive, don't look at your emails when you wake up. And she had to do that. She, on her story of writing her books, she had to do that. She had to just bring some new habits in. And I think it was an excellent bit of advice. So I'm definitely sharing it with you because I think it'll be helpful for you. So I'm just asking if there's anything else. Yeah. Okay. So the last thing that I think the guides want to say is to, and this is such a journey, this one, but to try to see everyone with compassion for where they are on their journey. So we might see some people struggling and feeling that they're not aware or awake or wherever they are. And it can be hard to see that, but to try and see them as with compassion and knowing that they are exactly where they are. And you might be somewhere different and you may have done lots of work on yourself and you may be really on your spiritual mission. But to come home to that place of love and compassion for another is really part of our journey here. And I am writing about that in my book. I'm adding an extra bit. My book's called Awaken the Light Within Your Heart. And part of it is all my processes that I was given many years ago to help people heal their trauma. Part of it is all channeled from the guides. But there is one part that, when I won the Hay House Writers competition last year, the Balball Press package, I hadn't put this in my proposal, but I really feel strongly that it's important to write about the soul plan. So I will be adding about our soul plan and, you know, the ones that we come together with and how we need to see them as just incredible supports on our journey, even if they have appeared to be really difficult in our life, whether it's our mother, our father, our husband, our wife, our partners, our teachers, our siblings, our work colleagues, whoever they are, they have come to actually be like a soulmate in your life. And so I'm going to be writing about that so that we can all give more compassion to ourselves and to humanity. So I think that that is a good place to leave this live. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining live. Please share if you feel it will help somebody else. And definitely subscribe to my newsletter, which is on my website, susankennard.co.uk. Much love and